Good morning, good morning, good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. It is Wednesday, and it is like beautiful out, a little cloudy but sunny. But I'm hoping that we don't get any more snow. It's Wednesday, January 10th. I am pumped to be here today, and I'm excited for today's letter because it is, well, yesterday was G. This is not today's letter. Do you know what comes after G, boys and girls? H. Do you know what H stands for? Happy. Do you know what I am? Happy. I hope you're happy too. Good morning, Ryan. How are you all the way from Ireland? First one in. I love to see whoever says hello first. I think it's fun. It's like whoever shows up at the party first. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. I've got some people coming in already, and we have some people liking our show. I love it. Don't forget, if you want me to say hello to you, just put it in the comments. We are live Sunday through Friday on Facebook and Periscope and YouTube. And good morning, Frank Simon. I will get the letter out. I'm sure you already know what the letter is today. But just in case you don't remember, I know, I cannot wait to see exactly what it's going to be that you are going to come up with today for the sentence for H. Every day, Frank Simon gives me a tongue twister, an alliterative sentence, a challenge, if you will. And I try to see if I can say the words without, jumbling it up. I don't know. So all I can tell you is I'm really excited. Today's letter is H. Let's see. I will go over and check my very extensive list of children's names. Oh, how do you get your children's names on the list? Glad you asked. You can put it right in the comments and I'll shout them out. I used to shout out all the kids' names, and on some days I still do. But for the most part, honestly, I just shout out the names on the back of the letter of the day. And I do have amazing names today for the letter H, and I always like to look it over in case I've added anyone. Nope, my list is complete. And this is H standing for happy, honored. What else? If you guys have any words that you want to, share with me, put that in the comments too. Hello. That's another one. It is Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week. We learned yesterday that M is not the middle of the alphabet. It's the space between M and N. So guess what? I've declared that the word middle is the middle of the alphabet. Honey, that's a good one. Honest is a great one. And that's where I am going to then say, one of my favorite things that we do is we stretch and we talk about our morning habits, and our morning habits are our good, healthy habits, alliterative right there, healthy and habits. We wake up every day with gratitude, and I love to be grateful for so many things. I have so much to be grateful for. One of my favorite things to be grateful for, as I tell you all the time, is you. That's right, being here for story time and making it a part of your morning makes my morning even better. So I want to say thank you for that. And then I also want to say it's a great time to practice things like brushing your teeth. So I like to brush my teeth, and I only learned the other day that, does anybody else do this? You think you're brushing your teeth, but you actually move your head too? I mean, who knew? It's amazing the things you learn as you get older. I know. That's true. Hair, I do hair. And hugs. Hugs are good. Hugs are great. And happy. I'm going to go back to happy. You know what I'm happy about? Stretching. Good morning, Michael Bucciarelli. How are you? Happy birthday. Well, thank you. My birthday technically is on Saturday, which I'm very sad that Saturday is a day that I don't do story time, and I won't be able to celebrate my birthday with everyone. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do a pre-birthday or Valentine's Day, which is just because that's exactly what happened my whole life. I would get red cupcakes, red presents, and I would say, but my birthday's on the 13th. And then people would say, oh, but, my mom was very sweet. She got me heart-shaped pizzas because she knows I love pizza. But I was like, but my birthday is not Valentine's Day. And I don't know. I'm talking that aardvark. Remember the aardvark? That's my aardvark voice. So it's okay. I'm excited. I know that Girls Gone Green tonight. Tracy put up a flyer, and it's going to be pretty exciting. And, hey, Jeff Price, have an awesome day at work. And I'm just so glad that you stopped by to say hello. So that's awesome. I love it. Good morning, Jim Tomlinson, all the way from California. Nice to see you. Everybody, guess what? It's Wednesday. Can you believe it? I can. I think we need to stretch because Frank Simon already put up the alliterative sentence and I cannot look. I will not look, I promise. Right now, my focus is going to be on the 26 letters we call the alphabet. 26 letters creates an alphabet, A through Z. In the middle, there's a space between M and N that divides 13 letters on one side, 13 letters on the other side. I'm not talking division here. I'm talking that's when I know to switch up my exercise. So we're going to stick our arms straight out and we are going to do arm circles from A through M. Then we shout out together, middle, and then we go from N to S in the opposite direction. What happened to S? That's right, seated jumping jacks, but non-spaghetti arms. I don't want to see any of this. I mean, I really can't see anybody, but I'm hoping that you know that it's really important when you're doing your jumping jacks. You want to make sure that your elbows are nice and tight, right? Because that's good. Not like the C, that's like spaghetti arms. No, this is not, we're not slackers. Today's the letter H. We are going to commit and we're going to be happy about what we do. Are you ready? Arms out. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Ooh, feel the burn. Feel the burn. Man, that's good. I love it. Next, what do we practice, you guys? The ASL alphabet. Why? Because we do. It's so important. It's so important so that we can help others. If we ever find somebody that needs to communicate in sign language, we can at least learn the basics. And together we'll practice them like we've been doing every day for quite some time. This is what it looks like, okay? All right. This is also what it looks like. But the one that we use is through this book, Dina, the Deaf Dinosaur, written by Carol Adebato, illustrated by Valentine. Excellent book, excellent book. Great resource to teach the kids all sorts of valuable lessons. And a great way to have a visual learning, reminding thingamajiggy for learning the alphabet. Okay, H. If you're happy and you know it, just improv. Okay, A, right here. Oh, it's right there. I know that's there. A, thumbs up. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Give yourself a round of applause if you even attempted to do the ASL alphabet with us. And I wanted, well, this is applause. We learned that with my cousin because when you're in theater and it's deaf theater, you can't hear. So what they do is this. It's pretty amazing, actually. That's a lot of energy today. I have a lot of energy. I do. I think I'm ready for the sentence, though. Maybe I should really just have my vitamin first. I have to say, yesterday, Frank beat me. Yeah, he did. He got me on, I forget if it was grapes or what was the word? I don't know, but I will say I felt defeated. And I know he felt like he was very victorious. But you know what? I need to make sure that I give it my best try. So here's what I'm also going to do. I'm going to warm up by saying good morning to the kids whose names start with the letter H. Now, I know personally some of these people, and they're really excited because I know that Hannah Lorraine is just a sweetie, a cutie, and she just moved to a new house, and I'm friends with her mom and her aunt and her gram, and they are a sweet family. And then there's little Holland. And you know what? I know Holland also. She has a new puppy, and I bet you she's having the best time with her new puppy. And Harper. Good morning, Harper. And Hunter. And another Harper. And Hannah. I will say this. Oh, wait. My list is all the way over here. But if I'm not mistaken, wait a second. Hannah is one of my friend Joe's children, and he's a comedian. And I just want to say that's pretty cool. But one of the Harpers is Liliana and Melanie's friend. You know, the one that sent me the hug because the Squishmallow is filled with hugs. Hey, Jeff, good morning. How are you? So let's give a little hug break like that. H is for hugs. And guess what? I think it's time to attempt none other than my alliterative sentence. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm not looking yet. All right. I'll let you guys see it first. Okay. Howard Huckabee has Horatio handle hot jalapeno hot dogs holding whole humble pies. Howard Huckabee has Horatio handle hot jalapeno hot dogs holding whole humble pies. Howard Huckabee has Horatio handle hot jalapeno hot dogs holding whole humble pies. What? Bam. I say I won that round. Howard Huckabee has Horatio handle hot jalapeno hot dogs holding whole humble pies. Where's the humble pie today? Okay, humble. Now let's talk about that. I should be humble. It's not nice to say it like that. Hard luck, Frank. All the way from Ireland. You heard it first. I will say, Frank, I love that we have this connection where you know that sometimes I'm just going to have to win. You win sometimes too. But I will say, you know, you know what? I got your birthday gift in the mail. I'm going to show it to everybody right now. I know. I was going to wait. I was going to wait for Saturday, but like I said, I'm not here Saturday. So let me show you what Frank Simon sent me in the mail. Hold on, everybody. Let me just get it. I didn't want to show everybody because I didn't want anybody to be upset. You know, because sometimes it can upset people. But this is just, I am so touched by this trophy that you sent me for the winning so many of the alliterative sentences. And I want to say thank you because you got to know that in 2017, that in 2021, I would be holding the championship cup that you once held in 2017. So I want to just say, thank you for this ginormous trophy, Frank Simon, that you sent me in the mail. Oh my gosh. He's such a good sport, my friend Frank. I love him. And this is what he says. Just grr. But G was yesterday, Frank. So I'm going to go with ha 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 ha. Okay. I love you. All right. H is the letter for today. And I'm going to put it over here by my little bear, my alpha bear. All right. Next, kids, we're going to learn a little bit. He said, I did not mail that. Frank, shh. It's fine. It's okay. I am ready. H is for silly. I know it's silent, but it's there. Okay, I am ready because today, Frank, please help me pick a number between 7 and 158. Will you? And it is definitely time for vitamins. He said, I did not mail that. Hi, Tarun. How are you? Good afternoon in India. Nice to see you. So I will say this. Vitamin time is one of my favorite times of the day because they smell like candy. They look like candy. Sometimes they taste like candy. Good morning, Mom. What is going on? But these are not candy. These are my vitamins. And I will say, oh, Ryan says 2 of the same. Let's see if they're 2 of the same. I don't really know, but I could tell you this. That Frank Simon picked page 84. I love it. And I need to practice a little bit more of the H word. Humble. And when I win, I should be quieter about it. But I love you, Frank Simon. And here we go. Are you ready to find out what today's vitamins are? A Beginner's Guide to the Universe is an amazing book, and I use this book to read the nugget of truth. And today's page is 84, chosen by Mr. Frank Simon. So excited about that. Right now, we will do the big reveal to see what vitamins I might have. Will it be one of each or two of the same? I don't know, but we're going to find out right now. 1, 2, 3. It's two of the same. And they're the pink ones. So drats, they make funny faces. All right, these are the sour ones because I just brushed my teeth, and luckily I have water right here. My other healthy habit is to stay hydrated, and I will tell you what, I probably will need some water after chewing my vitamins. Now, for a very long time, I held this book up and I chewed my vitamins and I hid behind a book. But I can do it. I can chew with my mouth closed. Are you ready? 1, 2. If you're taking your vitamins, take them with me. 3. Perfect. Delicious. Okay, let's see what's on page 84. Now that we've taken our vitamins together, we've done the alliterative sentence, we stretched, practiced some gratitude. Ooh, page 84. 84 is a chapter page. But you know what, Frank? I'm actually going to read, let's see. Let's go. Yesterday we did 88. So I'm going to go backwards to 82 because we read 88, which is the page right after the chapter yesterday. So we're going to read the one right before it. Let's see what Mom says. H, happy, happy-go-lucky, hazelnut, hippos, human, humorous, hunting, history, hum. Very nice, Mom. Awesome. Anybody else want to share an H word? You can put it right in the comments. Okay, ready, Frank Simon? This is page 82. I think you're going to like this one. I actually really love the picture. On page 83, the chapter is 4, and it's called Imagination, Dreams, and Baby Steps. And I think that that's really cool. The thing that makes the darkest of times bearable is remembering that life as you now know it is not reality. Earth is simply a dreamed-up world where angels earn their wings. Meanwhile, somewhere back home, you're snug as a bug, peacefully sleeping in the palm of God's hand, surrounded by ancient friends who can't wait for you to awaken and tell the stories of who and where you thought you were. And once everyone has had their turn, you'll all look at each other mischievously and whisper at the same time, "Let's go back." So I will say this, that's kind of deep for the morning, but I think it's actually perfect because right now I think we're all looking at each other saying, can we please go back? Can we please go back to life as we knew it or know it? But here's my thought for the day on that. I guess my thought for the day on that would be, if we went back to life as we know it, it might be okay, but I just wonder how we live it differently. And if life didn't change the way that it did, would we know who we know now? We might not. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. So I think today what we should do when we get out our social distancing buddies and we say our, wishes for the world and the way that we elevate the vibration of the global population and we send love to everyone, I'm going to wish and send out a group wish today, because I know we talked about that, like at 11:11, making a wish and thinking about others while you make a wish and wishing for others. But I think today I will do the same thing. I'm going to make a wish, and then you make your wish, and I'm going to send mine to you, and you can send yours to me, and obviously we're doing this collectively, so it's for everyone. I'm going to grab today, let's see, I'm going to say definitely Lammy, and definitely my dragonfly. Why the dragonfly and why the Lammy? Well, because when I think about the dragonfly to me is, I told you, it's a symbol of angels on earth. It reminds me of my grandma, right? So whenever I see a dragonfly, whether it's in a book or it's in nature, I always think of that. I always think of my grandmother, and I think of being outside in woods and taking nature walks, and I love that. And then I think of everyone that I know that maybe is my angel. And when I think of Lammy, who's there for cuddles and hugs, I think of all the cuddles and hugs yet to come. So future and past. And you put that together, and we're living like really kind of in the midst of it right now. And truthfully, we are reflecting so much on wishing that we can go back to the past and wondering when the future is going to start, but the future is now. And really just living it to the best right now is only going to make, when things change again, even better. So I hope and I pray for everyone that you're a little bit more gentle with yourself, and that you can be a little bit more patient, because the path of least resistance is the only way it's going to happen. And the more that we push up against it, and the more that we think that we're stuck, the more stuck we're going to be. So I wish for everyone today to feel as free and unstuck as I do right now in this very moment. Okay? So from your head and from your heart and your whole being, I'm going to send my wish to you, and I would like you to send yours to me. 1, 2, 3. That was nice. I love that. I don't know who wished for some strawberry cheesecake, but I prefer cherry pie. All right. I'm so excited. Good morning, my friend Holly. Hi, Patrick. Hi. So excited that you guys are here today. And Holly, my friend Holly's watching. I love that. And hi. That also is HHH. So, who is ready for some stretching and some breathing and some focusing so that we can read some really cool stories today? Today, I picked some stories that I don't even think they have an H in them. I have to find out. I was just so excited. I was like, I think I want to read these stories. Hey, what's going on, my friends over at Periscope? That's right. We are live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube, 10 to 11, Sunday through Friday. And it is an interactive show if you want to comment. And it's definitely a family-friendly show, so please keep that in mind. It started March 21st for the kids, reading stories, and then honestly, the connections I've made are just something that will make my life better for the rest of my life, and I'm so appreciative and grateful, and this has become just a place where you can wake up and find some joy and some happiness and, all that. I love you too, Mom. That's so sweet. Good morning. Are you at work today, Mom? It's nice out, sunny. Yeah. All right. So you ready? Okay. This is the first time that you're watching. This is what we do. Bring your hands up like this. Take a deep breath in and say, I am, and then go. Let it all out and say something positive. Take a little note from my friend Darla. And these are some ideas. I am grateful. I am hardworking. I am thoughtful. I am brave. I am kind. I love to say anything positive, and I suggest you do the same. No negativity, okay? Because this is when we feed our soul some spiritual snacks. So we want to talk only positive about ourselves, nothing negative, okay? Not after I am, especially. I am excited. I am love. I am peace. I am ready. Such a great way to soothe yourself, calm yourself, get yourself ready to listen to some stories. If you have to go to school and you're going to be, let's say, in a Zoom class and it's going to last for a very long time, it's a great way to focus and to just take those deep breaths in, connect with the earth, If you want to ground your feet, you can do that. That's a great way to do it too. And just recognize where you're sitting and the fact that the earth or the sea is holding you up and you're not efforting to do that. You don't have to do that. You get to relax, right? Oh, hello, Liam and Harper. And I shouted you out today because today's letter is H, and welcome back. I'm so happy that you're home and I hope you had a great time. And I'm sure you did. And that's amazing. So welcome and thank you so much for saying good morning to me and hello today. It's so great. Give yourselves little hugs. Oh, I love hugs. Okay. You know what? We should do a hug break. Let's do a hug break with Liam and Harper and all the kids watching, and Patrick and Hannah Lorraine and Alex, all my friends. And I don't know, maybe Anzor and Kai are watching, but that'd be great. Let's do that, okay? So I know we do this usually at the end of the show, but let's do it now too. So put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right. Give yourself a squeeze for me. Hug yourself so tight. Send it to your Grammy and Grampy, and send it to anyone, your friends. This is the kind of hug that you can send to anyone that you want to, okay? Ready? Give it a good squeeze. Nice. Nicely done. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's amazing. Okay. Excuse me. Now, I'm excited to share with you some really fun books that I found in some donation bags and boxes. Okay, let's get these out so I can choose my order. Here's one for the little kids. This is called Just Big Enough by Mercer Mayer, right? So these are the little critters. I love the little critters. Just Big Enough. Great sketches. Every morning on my way to school, I always sit in the same seat on the school bus. But this morning, a big kid took my seat. Oh no. Oh, look at his little face. Uh-oh. Excuse me, I said. You're sitting in my seat. The big kid didn't move. I guess he didn't hear me. Oh boy. Or he heard you and he just doesn't care. At recess, I wanted to play football with the big kids, but they said I couldn't play because I was too small. Oh. I've been there. At lunch, the big kids took all of the cupcakes. They laughed when I said they had to share. They told me the cupcakes were just for them. Well, this is not a nice group of kids. I don't think I like that very much. I wish I were bigger, I said to my friends. They nodded. I bet there are lots of ways to grow. Lots of ways to grow, I said. After school, my mom measured me. How can I make myself grow? I asked my mom. Eat your vegetables, she said. They will make you big and strong. So at dinner, I ate almost all of my spinach and a whole bunch of carrots. Am I bigger yet? I asked my mom. Not yet, said Mom. Later, I asked Dad what would make me grow. Exercise, he said. So I did non-spaghetti arm, jumping jacks. I added the non-spaghetti arm part. He did jumping jacks, like we do. sit-ups, and push-ups. And I ran around and around and around. And after all that exercise, I didn't get any bigger, but I sure got tired. He said tired, and it made me yawn. That night, I couldn't sleep, so I read a comic book. And that's when I got a great idea. How cute. Look at the little mouse holding the flashlight so he can read in the dark. So cute. The next morning, I asked Dad for some wood and some glue. Mom gave me tinfoil, and little sister let me have a jar of her glitter. What are you making? Asked little sister. A growing machine. How cute is that little sister? With her little jumper, her overalls. They're so cute. Aww. I worked on the growing machine all morning. When it was finished, I sprinkled glitter on it so it sparkled like the one in the comic book I had read. Whoa. I made a helmet out of tinfoil. Then I put on my helmet and climbed into the growing machine. Can you imagine that? A growing machine. I sat in the growing machine all afternoon. I even ate my lunch there. Look at the mouse. He looks so bored. That is a cute little mouse, though. Look, Mom brought his lunch out to the growing machine. That is so nice. When it became dark, Dad said, "It's time to come in." "Oh, did I grow?" I asked. Dad shook his head and said, "Not yet." Oh. Maybe I should sleep in the growing machine, I said. Dad didn't think that was a good idea. Nope. The next day, I went to Grandma and Grandpa's farm. Oh, I love it. So pretty. "What's the matter, little critter?" asked Grandpa. I told Grandpa about the big kids and how I was trying to get big too, so that I could do all the things big kids do. Grandpa took me out to the meadow. "Look at those two horses," he said. "Which one do you think is the fastest?" "The big one," I said. Grandpa let the big horse and the little horse loose, and they started to run across the field. And do you know which one was the fastest? The little one. Wait, let's go from here. And you see this? There's a mouse looking through binoculars, right? But look, ready? Look at the face on the horse. This one's like, he's like, "What?" And then the little one's like, "That's right." So it's, and the next day at school, the big kids said again that I couldn't play football because I was too small, and I started to get mad. "I challenge you to a relay race," I said. The big kids against the little kids. The big kids laughed. They said, "Okay." Oh, yeah. The whole school came to watch the race. And you know what? The little kids won. at that mouse. So I guess sometimes being small is just big enough. I love that. What a great lesson. See that? Everyone is the right shape and size for something. Really, it's true. Do you remember the story about Flat Stanley that we did a while ago? And Flat Stanley had to go in and help because he had to rescue the girl, and no one could get in because the rubble had blocked the door. So he slipped underneath, he slipped through the crack, and he got inside, and he was able to save the girl and save the day. Well, do you know how hard Flat Stanley was on himself for being flat and not like everyone else? But it happened to work in his favor. And I bet you can find something to work in your favor too. So whether it is that you're short or tall or whatever, fast or slow, there's always something that you're better at than anyone else in the whole wide world, because that's what makes you you. And that's what you have to focus on. Don't compare yourself to others. Okay. Next, we're going to read this book because I've been really excited to read it. Babar the Phantom. Ooh. Written by, what's it say? It says Jelly Bean Press. Okay. Pom and Flora were practicing the piano. Actually, Flora was practicing. Pom was just hitting the keys. Flora wanted to show her brother how to play a scale, but he answered, "No, I don't need any help. I can do it myself." "Do, mi, re, fa." Pom said, "Babar, one can always use a helping hand, especially when one is young. I learned this myself when I was only a little older than you, from the Phantom of the Opera." Sitting down at the piano, Babar played a pretty little melody and began this story. Pom and Flora. Flora and Pom. And this is Babar. One evening, Babar was walking home from school with several of his friends. "Let's go this way," said the little elephant. "Oh no," they cried. "That takes you past an old opera house, and it's haunted." And they ran away as fast as they could. Babar was still quite young, but he was no coward. "I don't believe in ghosts," he said. And to prove it, he walked close to the old building, which had been deserted for many years. Suddenly he heard something. There was music, a real concert, coming from inside the deserted opera house. Oh. No elephant had ever moved so fast. There's the thread. Babar was sure the strange musician was a ghost, and he ran quickly as his own little legs could carry him. He ran as quickly as his own little legs could carry him. He felt better when he saw his own house at the end of the street, but he didn't stop running. He ran right upstairs, and in spite of his little round tum, he managed to wiggle under his bed. Suddenly, the door opened. Oh. And his dear friend and adoptive mother, the old lady, came into the room. "Oh, he's adopted. Why, Babar, what has happened?" The ghost. I heard the ghost at the opera." "A ghost. But such things don't exist," she said gently. "Come on now, you big silly. Give me a hug and tell me all about it while I get you ready for bed." He is really under that bed. Perhaps the old lady was right. Perhaps ghosts don't exist. But Babar thought about it all the next day, and the beautiful melody he heard kept running through his head. Who had been playing it? Well, he decided to find out. That evening, Babar went back to the old opera house. He listened very carefully, but he could hear nothing. Silence had taken the place of the music he had heard the night before. Babar knew he hadn't imagined that whole thing, so he decided to find a way into the old building to take a closer look. When Babar had slipped under the boards nailed across the broken doors and crossed the dusty and rubble-strewn lobby, he heard the music again. He made his way into the auditorium and the music grew louder. Despite his terror, he could make out a figure seated at the keyboard of the opera. It was the Phantom. Hi, John. Nope, not a scam, just a woman that likes to read to kids. Hi. Babar had seen enough. He spun around, but before he could creep out again, the Phantom grabbed him by the shoulders. Who are you? He roared in a voice like thunder. It was impossible for Babar to escape, although he squirmed and kicked like a whirlwind. Who are you? The Phantom held on, but in the struggle, the hood of his cape dropped back, and his mask fell off. The person revealed was no ghost. He was not even frightening. He was just a tall man with white hair and a sad expression. Babar felt rather sorry for him. What could have happened to make this man disguise himself and hide in a deserted building? Babar didn't understand, but he wanted to. In the meantime, he held out his hand and said, "My name is Babar. How do you do?" And the Phantom shook hands, and without giving his name, began to tell his story. Kind of looks like Paul Newman. It was here in this town many years ago that everything began, the Phantom told Babar. I met a beautiful young girl who believed in me and my musical talent. The first time she heard me play, she told me I was truly gifted and belonged on the concert stage. However, she said I should study in Austria, in Vienna, the great city of music. She was so sure, and I wanted to please her so much that one day I left for Austria. When I arrived in Vienna, and waited for success to come to me. Of course, it never arrived. I was so ashamed that when I returned home, I disguised myself. For many years now, I had pretended to be the Phantom of the old opera house. It was the only way to keep people away. And it worked, except for you, Babar, he concluded, smiling softly. He gave up his secret rather quickly. Cheese Louise. Poor guy, he's probably been waiting to share that information. You know what I mean? Babar decided that someone should help the Phantom rejoin the world and forget his sad past. And it might as well be him. He started a petition. Performers, musicians, workers, merchants, young and old, boys and girls, let's work together to restore the old opera house. And at the end of the first day, Babar knew he would succeed. He had collected over 1,000 signatures. Several days later, he took the petition to the mayor's office. When the mayor saw all the signatures, he made a decision. Obviously, the people want the opera house restored. Let's do it. Babar ran to the opera house to give his new friend the good news. Good morning, Christopher. We'll definitely do, okay? But instead of being happy to return to the world, the musician was furious. I kind of saw that coming. What have you done to me, you meddling little elephant? I only wish to be left alone in peace. Can you understand that? And with those words, he left Babar and fled into the deep cellars of the opera house. Oh no! He wanted to be left alone. In the meantime, the mayor had an architect check over the building. The architect decided that certain parts of it were unsafe, and he would have to take them down before beginning the repairs. The mayor came to the opera house to give the bulldozers the word to start. Oh no! The phantom, he's in there. The engines had already been turned on. But when the old lady appeared, looking very worried, Babar has disappeared, she called to the mayor at the top of her voice. Unfortunately, the mayor couldn't hear what she was saying because of the noise of the machinery. Oh. Babar had been trying to find the phantom's hiding place and warn him. They are planning to destroy the opera house, he called out. If you don't come out, you'll be buried under bricks. Oh no. When the old lady picked her way across the littered stage, she found that Babar had tripped over a rope and it had wrapped itself around his ankle, and now he was dangling over the open cellar below the stage. To make matters worse, the staircase had caved in when he tried to catch hold of it. Oh my goodness. This is serious. This is some scary stuff. It's going to be okay. The old lady ran for help immediately. The mayor stopped the bulldozers and ran in to try to grab the rope that held Babar. He and one of the workmen arrived just on time. Do you see that? Whoa. Holy guacamole. Together, they hoisted Babar out of the black hole. The little elephant was saved. The old lady hugged and kissed him and kissed away his tears of relief. Aww. Babar was even more thankful when he saw the phantom rushing up to answer his own cries for help. When the phantom saw the old lady, he stopped in his tracks, then cried out, "You here? You are the phantom of the opera house? Tell me." Oh, wait, she cried out. Let me start that again. This is really important. Babar was even more thankful when he saw the phantom rushing up to answer his own cries for help. Ready? This is what it looks like. This is the magic. When the phantom saw the old lady, he stopped in his tracks. Then she cried out, "You here? You're the phantom of the opera? Tell me I'm not dreaming." "You're not dreaming, my dear one," answered the phantom. "It is really I." And he added softly, "After all these years, you haven't changed." That is so sweet. It's perfect because Valentine's Day is on Saturday, and this is the greatest love story. Then he turned to Babar and said, "Thank you, Babar. Through your kindness, I have found the person who believed in me once." "Once," interrupted the old lady. "I believed in you then, and I believe in you now. When one has genius, it is forever." And look, he pinches the cheek of Babar. She was right. Encouraged, the former phantom began to plan a magnificent concert. His debut at the newly restored opera house was a great success. At last, his brilliant career was underway. Wow. And that's the end of the story, concluded Babar. We all need help and encouragement, whether we know it or not. And so, Palm, If Flora is willing to show you how to play the piano, don't send her away. Oh, that is so sweet. Mom understood the lesson, but that night it was Babar who played for them, recalling the time when a phantom had kept his talent a secret. This time the music took wing through the starry night. What a beautiful story. That was amazing. I've seen this book so many times and thought, I need to read this book sometime, and I didn't know when, but I will say I'm very happy I chose today because it's almost Valentine's Day. And that was an amazing, sweet story about love and kindness and compassion and believing. Oh, I'm so touched by that. Can I have some water? I tell you, books could just take you places all over. That was amazing. I need to find more Babar stories. I had no idea. I thought he was just an elephant. Good afternoon, Andreas. Nice to see you. Guten Tag. Babar has many great stories. I need to find some more. That was an amazing story. So touching. All right, are you ready for the last story today on Story Time? Yeah, our third story. This is going to be good. It's called Puff the Magic Dragon. Yep. Oh my gosh, there's a CD in here. All right, we take the jacket off. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I had a hiccup, excuse me. I don't know what that is on there, and I'm not going to touch it. Oh, I'm so excited. I wanted to read this too because it's a faraway land of magic and mystery. Puff the Magic Dragon by Peter Yarrow and Lenny Lipton, with paintings by Eric Poubare. Oh, Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. I know the song. It's like, Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea. Yeah. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. I think you don't say the H, right? Today's H. That's so cool. I had no idea. I have no idea. I just wanted to read this book. That's all I could tell you. Magic is everywhere. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in the land called Honolulu. Yep, you repeat that twice. Look how beautiful the pictures are. The paintings. Look at that. That rock. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whenever they came. Ready? Pirate ships would lower their flag when Puff roared out his name. Wow, how cool. Oh. You know, I like pirate ship stuff because that's what I have over here. There's my pirate flag. Here we go. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Annalee. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Annalee. See. Aww. A dragon lives forever, but not so little girls and boys. Painted wings and giants' rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. Aww. Wait, that's because he grew up? His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like the rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave, so Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Annalee. I did not know that about Puff. Oh, Sadie. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Annalee. Oh, now he found a new friend. That's so sweet. Oh, that's the end. Oh no, the CD's not here. That's okay. Oh, that was a sweet story. I had no idea. So the magic of the dragon depends on the little girls and boys. That's so sweet. I'm not crying, you're crying. Oh, that was a sweet story. What a great story time today. I enjoyed the books. I hope you did. I mean, we had a book about imagination and a dragon and the fact that, you know, I don't know. I think everybody grows up a little too quickly. I will say that. Yeah. Oh, Peter, Paul, and Mary sings the song. If anyone wants to look it up. Well, I will say this, that I truly do believe that inner child exists. And they totally love story time. I know I do. I don't like the bully, but I like the fact that the little one prevailed and learned that he doesn't have to get big to be important. And I also love the fact that, where did my other book go? Well, in my other book about Babar, oh, there it is. Right? You got to learn the lesson that if someone wants to help you out, you should always try to take help. And that was a great story time. The sun's coming out. What a great day. All right, guys. That's my time for today. I'm excited that we got to be here. Now we get to do our hug. You know what I'm talking about. The end of story time hug, where you put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right, and you give yourself a squeeze from me. Hug yourself so tight and know that it's going to be all right. And I appreciate you for being here. And I'm so glad that you are. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. And tomorrow is Thursday, February 11th. Okay? So let's breathe our way out. I am filled with joy. I am filled with hope. I am feeling peaceful. I am totally content. So many kisses, so many kisses. Thank you so much for being here today and every day, Sunday through Friday, 10 to 11. My name is Donna Vee, and have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye.